Welcome to the Aquaflow Crypto Lab. I hope you're having a great day and that you have a smile on your face. Today we will study not one, not two, not three, but 4 charts. A lot of people are concerned about XRP. Some people think that we are going down. Some people think that we are going to the moon. Fortunately, I'm here and my charts will put things into perspective. In today's video, we are going to have a look at my trigonometric analysis chart. It has been one of my most accurate charts so far. Then we will have a look at the roadmap analysis. There is something very important happening right now and we will dive into it in this video. After this, I will show you a brand new chart. This is the momentum analysis. There is a specific pattern that XRP is following right now and you will know more about it in this video. And of course, as always, we will finish the video with the Moonshot chart. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome back if you're returning. If you're new here, welcome in. This is the channel I wish I had when I first got into crypto in 2018. This channel is about removing the stress, guys, by making creative analyses that are easy to understand. So if you want to be part of the lab, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Smash the like button if you enjoy the content. Now let's jump straight into it. This is my trigonometric analysis. I'm using a monthly time frame. This means that each candle is 1 month long. This is one of my favorite charts because it has been so accurate and it's very simple to understand. In today's video, we are going to focus on the last move of XRP. If you want to know more about this chart, I put a link in the description. As you know, this is the current bull market, okay? And we know that every time XRP touches the sine wave or the phi ellipse, we are going up. And so far, this has been the best way to accumulate XRP during this phase, okay? Because every time we touch the line, we are going up. Last month, I said that we were close to the sine wave, and if we keep on using the sine wave as a strong support, we should go up during the month of October. And so far, this is why we are going up, because you can see that the sine wave is around $1 and this is pushing us to the upside. In addition, I added the key level because we know that this key level was the last area of resistance before going into an official bear market, okay? Because as you can see, the price went down. We tested it as a resistance before going down. In addition, this looks very promising, guys, because we are starting using the key level as a support, okay? Here it was a resistance and right now we are above it. And so far we know that we never had more than 2 full bodies above the key level. Look, here we have only 2 full bodies above the key level and we went down. Here we have only 1 full body above it and we went down. And so far you see that we crossed the key level and right now we are trying to have 2 full bodies above the key level. If we can have 3 bodies above the key level, it will be the first time XRP does this. So you can see that XRP is spending a tremendous amount of energy into riding this sine wave and we are close to making a new all-time high. The sine wave is pushing us up, we are above the key level and the next step should be to make a new high. That's all for this chart. Let me know what you think in the comment section. XRP is taking some time to develop the trend if we compare it to the rest of the market, but we know that if we are able to make a new all-time high, it will be one of the most explosive move of the market. Now let's move to the roadmap analysis. You already know this chart. If you don't, I put a link in the description. However, I noticed a pattern that I wanted to share with you. On this chart, we have the aqua bands, we have the bull bear line, we have the ton wave, and the lagged Bitcoin indicator. We know that the price of XRP tends to stay into the aqua band. That's why I think we are still in the accumulation phase for XRP. And that's why I think that if we ever touch the top of the aqua bands again, it will be a major top for XRP. Also, we have the bull bear line. This is one of the most important lines for XRP because we know for a fact that when we are above the line, we are in a bull market, and below it, we are in a bear market. And in a bull market, we tend to use the line as a support, and in a bear market, we use it as a strong resistance. And so far, we have been using the line as a strong support in the entire bull market, okay? Everybody was scared when we were here, but I said, look, we are still above the bull bear line. If we use it as a support, it will push us up. So far, we are still above the bull bear line. That's why I think we are still in a bull market, guys. But what's really catching my attention is the relation between XRP and the lagging Bitcoin indicator. We know that most of the time XRP stay above the lagging Bitcoin indicator, and usually we use it as a strong support, okay? Because it was the case here, it was the case just right here again. You see, it was the case here also. And that's it. However, sometimes we cross the lagging Bitcoin indicator. You see, here we crossed it, here we crossed it, okay? We crossed it here also, and recently we crossed it here. But if you have a closer look, look what happens every time we cross the lagging Bitcoin indicator. Here we crossed it, then we have a bearish candle and we went up, okay? Here we crossed it again with the bearish candle, and what did we do? Then we went up, right? Here you have a bearish candle, a small bearish candle. We have some sideways movement before going to the upside. It's the same thing. We crossed it, we have our bearish candle just right here, and then we went up. Then we used it as a resistance, here. We didn't fall below it, and recently we fall below it. We have our bearish candle, and what are we doing right now? We are going up. And as you noticed, right here, we used the lagging Bitcoin indicator as a resistance, okay? Here, it wasn't the case. We broke the line to the upside, but here it was a resistance because we tested the line and then we got rejected. And right now, we know that the lagging Bitcoin indicator is close, and if we touch it, we may have a rejection to the downside. But also, we can cross and go directly to the upside. But we know for a fact that XRP tends to follow the lagging Bitcoin indicator, and we see that the lagging Bitcoin indicator is going up very soon. So XRP should follow, right? That's why we need to track what's coming in the next weeks or so, because this is critical for the future. If we get rejected, remember that we still have the bull bear line and the ton wave indicator with us. But if we cross this part and we are going down, then this is a very bad sign, guys. So if you want to stay informed about what's next, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's all for this analysis. I try to keep it as simple as possible. If you have questions, let me know below. Now it's the time to show you my brand new chart. It's the momentum analysis. And for this, I am using two well-known indicators, the RSI indicator and the stochastic RSI indicator. I am on a weekly time frame and you are about to understand why this analysis is so powerful. RSI means Relative Strength Index. What you need to understand is that these indicators are oscillating indicators and momentum indicators. As you can see, they are ranging between two values, 0 and 100%. Then we have for both indicators a blue band. For the RSI, the top of the blue band is 70%, okay? And the low part of the band is 30%. For the RSI, we have the top of the band at 80% and here it's at 20%. And the last thing you need to know is that when we are above the blue band, the price is over-evaluated, and when we are below the blue band, the price is under-evaluated. And it's exactly the same thing for the stochastic RSI. And now I will show you how accurate these indicators are for XRP. We will do the analysis together. Look, if we mark the major tops of XRP. Now let's have a look at the stochastic RSI. What do you notice? Every time we have a top for XRP, it can be a major top like here, here and here, or a local top just right here, here again, here again. You see that every time, where are we? In the stochastic RSI indicator, we are above the band. Look, we have a top. Here, we are above the band. Here, we are above the band. Here, you see, we were above the band. Here, we are above the band again. Here, okay, we are above it. Here again, we are above the band. And you can see how accurate this indicator is. I was blown away and I'm sure you are too. This is an amazing discovery and you need to let me know what you think about it in the comment, guys. So let's move on. We know that here we have a top before the correction. We have another top here. Here we have the major top of XRP. This is matching perfectly, okay guys? Here it's the same. Here it's the same. It's so amazing. Here it's the same. You see how accurate this is? So what does that mean? It was the same, the same, the same, and recently it was again the same, guys. So it means that if you want to sell XRP, make sure we are above this band first, because so far this band has been very accurate since the very beginning of XRP. What about the RSI indicator? You see that contrarily to the stochastic RSI indicator, we are less often above the band, okay? We were above the band only a few times, okay? Here, here again, and here again. But the RSI is very good at catching major tops for XRP, because you see here it was a major top for XRP and we kept this level as a top for a very long time. Then we know that this area was a strong resistance too, and when we reached around the 100 mark for the RSI, it was again a major top, here a major top, and here it was the all-time high of XRP, okay? And recently, look, we were again around the 100 mark and in the over-evaluated zone of the RSI, and we had a strong move to the downside. This is how you can anticipate strong move of the market. Here again, we were above the blue band and it was a major top for XRP, right? And here I'm talking only about the tops, and you will see that we can follow exactly the same principle for the bottoms. Look, here you know that we have a bottom, then we have the SEC sell-off, and recently we have a bottom. What about the stochastic RSI? You see that here we are below the band again, okay? It was the perfect time to buy XRP before the run-up. Here again, the bottom happened below the band, and every time it is the same thing. Look, here again, it was a bottom. Then here in this area, it was the perfect time to buy XRP during the bull market in 2017. Then we have this bottom just right here. It happened below the band. Here it happened below the band again. We went sideways. Then we have a small bottom just right here. It happened below the band. So you can see that every time we have a major bottom or a local bottom, it happened below the blue band. Okay? So you can see how powerful this indicator is. Then on these two indicators, I draw the middle line, okay? It's the 50% line. Here it's a yellow line and it's the yellow line here too. And right away, you can notice one thing. During the entire bull market of 2017, we used the yellow line as a strong support, okay? Because we stay above this level, and during this phase, during this correction, just right here, look, we used the yellow line as a strong area of support. And we know that every time XRP is using the yellow line as a strong support, a strong move to the upside is next. You see here, we used it as a strong support and then we went up. Here we fall below it, we went above it and then we tested it as a support. Then we have a strong move to the upside. As you can see, we got a strong rejection here, okay? Because the indicator was above the blue band, but also we got what we call a divergence. Because you see that here we made a high for the RSI, we made another high, but it was a lower high, okay? But here, if you have a look at XRP price, we made a higher high, okay? So we went into this direction. So you can see that here we are going down, here we are going up. And usually when we have a divergence like this, there is a higher probability to have a reversal. And that's why we've got this reversal, right? And now again, look, we went right to the 50% line and we are using it as a support. This is exactly what we want to see for higher prices of XRP. What about the 50% line of the stochastic RSI? As you can see, sometimes we are using it as a support or as a resistance. Look, here it was a resistance because we crossed below it, then we retested it and we went to the downside. Here we used it as a support, okay? Here also we used it as a support, as a resistance, here as a support, and look where we are right now. We are trying to use the yellow line as a support again, okay? And if you have a look back in the past, you can see that, oh sorry guys, this is the Poloniex chart. We will move to the Bitstamp chart because there is way more history. Okay, so now I'm using the Bitstamp chart, and as you can see, we have more history. But this doesn't change the analysis because look, Here we have the 50% line, and again you can see that we are using it. I will change the color to pink, and we are using it as a support. It was the case here, it was the case here, okay, it was the case just right here, and right now we are about to use it as a support. And look what happened to the price when we touch the support. It was the start of a major bull run, okay? It's amazing. Here, it was a support for the major bull run here, again. And here you see that it was a support before a small bull run. And here also you can see that it was a support for a small bull run. That's why I think that if we are able to use this line as a support, we will go up. And I want you to pay attention to this specific pattern. Look, if I circle this, you see that the price is crossing the 50% line, making a high, retesting the line, and going up like this. If I circle this, you see that this is the same. This is the same thing. We are crossing the 50% line, touching it, going higher. Here again, the same thing. We are going up, touching the line, going up again. Here, it's this pattern again. We are crossing the 50% line, testing it, and going up. And right now, I think that we will do the same thing. So XRP is very well positioned to have a strong move to the upside, because all we need is a strong bounce from this level. There is way more to say about this chart, but we will keep it for another video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this analysis. You see that for the RSI, it's the same thing. There is a specific pattern that XRP is following in the current bull market, because you see that we were below the line, we crossed it, we retested it as a support, and we went up. We were below the line, we crossed it, we used it as a support, and then we went up. Here we were below the line, we crossed it, we are using it as a support, and now we are starting going up. That's all for this analysis. Now it's time for the Moonshot chart. This is the Moonshot chart. Remember, we are on the 4 days time frame, and we have the yellow line just right here and the green line. And every time the yellow line is crossing above the green line, we have a strong move to the upside. It was the case here. Here we touched it, we went to the upside. We touched it, we went to the upside. And when it's the opposite, when the yellow line is going below the green line, we have a sell-off. And right now, we are waiting for a cross between the yellow line and the green line, because this will be a major bullish signal for XRP. So far, we've been using the green line as a strong resistance, because we've got a strong rejection every time we touched the green line. At the same time, we have the yellow line, okay, that we used as a support here and here, but it's not a very strong support, as you can see. That's why I added the 100 days moving average, and as you can see, it was a strong resistance here, it was a strong resistance just right here, then we used it as a support, here we crossed it, we used it as a resistance and we went down, a small resistance, we crossed to the upside, and right now we are using it as a support again. And if I draw a support line passing by this bottom and this bottom, you see that we have a strong area of support just right here, because we have a support again, and a support, And again, guys, a support. Now, I hope that in the future weeks, XRP will be able to finally get a strong bounce from here and to break above the green line. This would be a major signal for XRP, and if we can manage to have a cross between the yellow line and the green line, then we will have our moonshot, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up and hit the notification bell. That's all for today's video. It's time to leave the crypto lab. Thanks for watching. Do not ever be afraid to make new experiments, and if someone tells you you're crazy, just tell them. Time will tell.